Pulled the car into the driveway, killed the engine, killed the lights. Another perfect evening of telling pretty lies. The test went great, I'm fine, yeah. Now I'm not even tired. Smiled at my reflection, called myself a liar. 'Cause the person at the dinner table, he's a character I play. The real me's in this driver's seat, trying to find a way to stay. Just give me 10 more minutes before I have to go inside. Just 10 more minutes with nowhere left to hide. I let the silence scream the words I'm holding way down deep, and promise to the steering wheel the secrets I will keep. The porch light is a spotlight, the front door is a stage. I gotta get my lines right and act my perfect age. They don't need to see the cracks, they don't need to know the score. They just need the happy sun they've always known before. And the engine's ticking softly as it's starting to get cold. A story in the silence that will never get told. I take a breath and count to 10 and put my hand upon the door. I can't be this kid anymore. But I'll take 10 more minutes before I have to go inside. Just 10 more minutes with nowhere left to hide. I let the silence scream the words I'm holding way down deep, and promise to the steering wheel the secrets I will keep.
got the broken promise blues, a feedback in my ear, a ringing kind of anger, a silent kind of fear. Yeah, the broken promise blues and a heavy distorted beat for the bitter tasting medicine they're selling on the street. The clock is painting numbers on the ceiling of my room. Another night's been staring, chasing off the gloom. My body's made of lead now, my brain is full of fog. The paper's due tomorrow, gotta get through the slog. A little voice is telling me to just give up the fight. A louder voice is screaming, gotta make it right. It's the ceiling dialogue, a war inside my head, between the one who's trying and the one who wishes she was dead. A symphony of static, a beautiful unbroken sound as I'm spinning in the silence, going round and round and round. I dream of sleeping deeply for maybe half a year, and waking up as someone who has conquered all the fear. You can't afford to be weak, they're watching everything you do. Remember all the people who are counting on you. Is it worth it? All this running, this marathon for what? It's the only race you're in, you can't get out, the door is shut. I'm so tired. You'll be tired when you've won. It's a ceiling dialogue, a war inside my head, between the one who's trying and the one who wishes she was dead. A symphony of static, a beautiful unbroken sound as I'm spinning in the silence, going round and round and round. The streetlights bleed through condensation on the blue bus window pane. Another head system static, humming in my bones. A generation listening on disconnected phones. Yeah, it's system static, without tone in the dark. They never meant to save us, just to leave a watermark. Leave a watermark. My teacher says I'm clever, says I got a lot to give, but the world she's talking about's not the one in which I live. 'Cause opportunity's a post train that never stops round here, just rattles through the station year after wasted year. And I can feel the bass drum from a car that's passing by, a heartbeat in the concrete beneath the chemical sky. We're all just waiting for a signal, for a sign that isn't fake. For every single thing they give is another thing they take. It's just system static, humming in my bones. A generation listening on disconnected phones. Yeah, it's system static, a dial tone in the dark. They never meant to save us, just to leave a watermark. They never meant us to leave a watermark. Never meant just to leave a watermark. There's a kid I used to know, lives on a shelf in my room. He's got a plastic gold medal, smiling through the gloom. My parents talk about him like he's gonna come back home. I just stare at his reflection, feeling so alone. You say you've got potential, a heavy, hopeful sound, but I'm just getting good at letting everybody down. And all the trophies on the shelf are gathering up the dust, monuments of someone that I can no longer trust. Yeah, I was a good kid, I was the one they chose, but under all the pressure, different person grows. I remember winning things, the feeling of the prize. Now I'm just good at faking the sparkle in my eyes. Every test I take now feels like a final fight, to prove that I'm still in there, somewhere in the fading light. And maybe I should clean them, make them shine and look all new, so I can pretend I'm him and he
he can't pretend he's you, the one they're all still proud of, the one who always wins. I don't know where he ends and where the real need begins, 'cause all the trophies on the shelf are gathering up the dust, a monument to someone that I can no longer trust. Yeah, I was a good kid, I was the one they chose, but under all the pressure a different person grows.
I live inside of the rhythm, a ghost inside the code, following the breadcrumbs of a life I've known. My friends are just a series of curated happy squares, and I'm the lonely user who just sits and stares. A connection made of fiber optics, fragile, cold and thin. Is this where the world outside ends and where do I begin? And I'm a ghost in the machine now. The glitch design haunting my own timeline, waiting for a sign, just a disembodied voice, a sample and a beat, lost inside a future that is bittersweet. A ghost in the machine now, designed tonight, haunting my own timeline, waiting for a sign, just a disembodied voice, a sample and a beat, lost inside a future that is bittersweet. They say to build your brand up, they say to find your niche. My personality is buried in a promotion pitch. I'm selling them a version of a person I could be, for the validation of the people I will never see. And the shuffling of the hi-hats is the tapping on the glass of a digital aquarium that was never built to last. A million lonely voices all crying in the dark, just hoping that their signal is gonna leave a mark. Question to me. And I'm a ghost in the machine now. They sound mine, haunting my own timeline, waiting for a sign, just a disembodied voice, a sample and a beat, lost inside a future that is bittersweet. And I'm staring at a list of all my flaws, while my resume is glowing, ignoring all the laws of physics, time and energy. It doesn't make much sense how I built a perfect future on such a weak defense. Got the leadership position, the internship, the score, but I feel like I'm a stranger knocking on my own front door. 'Cause I look so good on paper, a My mom says that she's proud of all the things I've overcome. She doesn't know I go to sleep and wake up feeling numb. I'm a collection of achievements, a series of gold stars hiding all the battle wounds and all the messy scars. And I wonder if they'll notice if I ever stop to breathe. That carefully built person that I'm starting to bequeath is just a ghost of who I am, a shadow on the wall, waiting for the moment that I finally let it fall. 'Cause I look so good on paper, a well-constructed lie, a story you would root for, a tear you'd wanna cry. I look so good on paper, you'd never see the doubt, the kid who's running ragged, just trying to get out. The chatter in the hallway is a language I don't speak. I see their mouths are moving week after weary week. I'm here but I'm not with them, a ghost inside the frame. They probably don't remember to even say my name. It feels like I am watching a movie of my life. The plot is moving forward under someone else's knife. And there's a glass wall between me and everything I see. I'm waving but they can't hear. I'm screaming but can't breathe. Yeah, there's a glass wall, and it's getting hard to break. For every single smile I have to fake. My friends post their location, a party by the lake. I'm scrolling in my bedroom, for goodness gracious sake. I could've gone, they asked me. I said I had some plans. My plan was just to sit here and wash my tired hands. I press my fingers on it, the surface cold and clear. I see the world out there, but the world is not in here. And if it ever shattered, would I even know what's real? Or is this disconnected all that I can feel? 'Cause there's a glass wall between me and everything I see. I'm waving but they can't hear.
Maybe if I try harder, I'll become the girl I pose, the one who's never tired, the one who does the most. But right now the battery's on 1%. You know, it's getting hard to keep up with the show. Got it all together, that's what they all see. A perfect little picture for the world to agree. Got it all together, smiling on TV. But honestly, this pressure is crushing me. Another Sunday evening, the sun is sinking low. Got 100 notifications, putting on a show. Like the photo from the mountain, love one from the beach. While I'm sitting in my bedroom, feeling out of reach. They see the good grades, the clubs, the volunteer and part. They don't see the engine that is falling apart. 'Cause my highlight reel is running, and the quality is HD. A montage of the person that I'm trying hard to be. But the behind the scenes is static on the screen. Yeah, my highlight reel is perfect, but the reality is me. My guidance counselor tells me I'm shooting for the best. Just gotta write an essay that outshines all the rest. About the time I struggled, the time I overcame. But every single day just feels exactly the same. Well, what if I admit that I don't have it figured out? What if I just stand here and decide to scream and shout? Would the reel just stop spinning? Would the comments turn to gray? Or would I just be lonely in a brand new kind of way? Cause my highlight reel is running, and the quality is HD. A montage of the person that I'm trying hard to be. But the behind the scenes is static on the screen. And my highlight reel is perfect, but the reality is me.
as a night bus, the window to the town. Watching all the blurry lights go up and then go down. Got my headphones in my ears, a beat to keep the pace. Trying to find my own reflection in this empty space. Another generation's dreams are fading on the seas, lost between the headlines and the syncopated beats. And this is my two-step diary, a rhythm for the lost, counting up the price of things and what the future's gonna cost. Just a silent passenger on the last bus going home, praying that tomorrow I won't feel so all alone.
My phone screen is a ever first of things I'll never own. A curated fantasy to which my seeds of envy sown. They say to work your hardest, they say that it will pay, but the starting line keeps moving further every single day.
And the rhythm of the engine is a kick drum and a snare, a soundtrack for a generation gasping for the air. We're close enough to see it, the promise and the gleam, but it's just another advert for another broken dream. And this is my two-step diary, a rhythm for the lost, counting up the price of things and what the future's gonna cost. Just a silent passenger on the last bus going home, praying that tomorrow I won't feel so all alone.
It's a Parka Weather season. The sky is looking grim. We're kicking cans along the curb on a pessimistic whim. They say our generation's lost. They say we've lost the plot. We're just working with the only bloody chance we've got. And they can keep their headlines, and they can keep their plans, 'cause tonight the world is ours, and it's resting in our hands, 'cause we got that two-step another Tuesday morning. The sky is 50 shades of grey. The telly's humming softly about some politician's holiday. My mom is counting pennies for the meter on the wall, and I'm staring out the window, waiting for the axe to fall. They promised us a future, they sold it on the news. Now we're just inheriting their IOUs. And it's a postcode lottery, what you get and what you lose. Living on the scratch cards of the chances that you choose. Yeah, it's a postcode lottery, and my ticket's looking torn. Wishing I was never born into the storm. My mates are talking about uni like it's some promised land. I'm just trying to find a job that won't chap up my hand. The youth club's closing down now. The library's lost its funds. Where the kids they talk about the forgotten son. And the rain keeps on tapping a rhythm on the glass, a metronome for moments that are never gonna last. We were meant to be the hopeful ones, the ones who'd see the sun. But this generational debt weighs a metric ton. And it's a postcode lottery, what you get and what you lose. Living on the scratch cards of the chances that you choose. Yeah, it's a postcode lottery, and my ticket's looking torn. Wishing I was never born into the storm.
There's a humming in the wires, a language in the call, a million conversations on a long and lonely road. I'm tuned into the frequency of everything and all, but all I hear is the echo of a long distance call. A sea of information, a tidal wave of sound, and I'm just looking for a piece of solid ground. And the signal's lost somewhere in the blue, a ghost of a connection that's trying to get through. Just a whisper in the static, a promise in the noise, a generation waiting for a voice. They say the world is smaller, they say we're all connected now, but I've never felt so distant from the here and from the now. Every screen's a window to a room I'll never be in, a digital reminder of the places I haven't been, and the data streams are flowing like a river to the sea, carrying the pieces of the person I should be. I'm drowning in the data, I'm swimming in the feed, just a single lonely packet with a desperate kind of need, and the signal's lost somewhere in the blue. Ghost of a connection that's trying to get through. Just a whisper in the static, a promise in the noise. A generation waiting for a voice.
to keep the plate spinning, just to not fall behind. Smiling in a perfect little picture for everyone to see. Living out a story that isn't really me. Got the high achieving, never sleeping kind of energy. But honestly, this pressure's getting the best of me. My friends are making playlists for the party on the weekend. I'm making a to-do list that doesn't seem to end. Nod my head and promise that I'll try to make the time. But free time is a mountain that I don't know how to climb. Is this what it feels like to finally grow up? Pouring everything you have in a half-empty cup and pretending that it's overflowing for the camera's sake. Before it all comes down, before the illusion breaks. Smiling in a perfect little picture for everyone to see. Living out a story that isn't really me. Got the high achieving, never sleeping kind of energy. But honestly, this pressure's getting the best of me.
The blue light of the microphone is the moon inside my room. I'm scrolling through the faces to chase away the gloom. There's a picture of me laughing from sometime last July. I don't remember feeling that. It must have been a lie. It feels a little blurry, like a memory I read about a different person living in my head. Cause it's a static screen light, living in the glow, a fuzzy distant signal of a girl I used to know. Yeah, it's a static screen light, pretty but unclear, and I'm so tired of pretending that I'm really here. My friends are sending messages. You good, we miss you, girl. I type back low, I'm fine in this lonely little world. It's easier to send a heart than say what's on my mind. That I am so far gone. I've left myself behind. Maybe if I turn it off, the dark will feel more true than the artificial comfort of this pixelated blue. but I'm scared of what I'll find there in the silence and the space. Just the outline of a stranger with my own forgotten face. 'Cause it's a static screen life